Ahoy, hoy, and welcome to Players in Book, where I get to DM for the greatest players in the world, including Katie Downey, Lauren Urban, Jennifer Kretschmer. Uh, Latia Jaquise is out tonight. Currently, I can't think of something
Warding
clever.
evil at a convention.
That's true. Yeah, because the
With
thing
the
is, I actually
most
do know.
awesome sleeves.
Oh my God, they're amazing. They're
Yeah,
amazing.
you should check out Latia's. It's
Check
a
out her
black milk
socials.
dice dress.
Um,
I'll even do the link.
Real quick, I'll go into credits. Cartography by Shane Peku, cartography by Shane Peku Sci-Fi, maps by Luke Stratton, maps by Eightfold Paper, music by Tabletop Audio, character tokens by Greek Force 6, custom tokens by Shane Peku Tokens, overlay art by Pack Stream, custom world bat by frecklesketches, logo by Luke McCay. You can check out our Patreon at patreon.com / players and book. Special thank you to Billith and Strike Red Kite for moderating tonight, and thank you to Billith for producing this for us. So yeah, Katie, what do you got going on?
Yeah, hey everybody. My name is Katie Downey. Lovely to see you. I'm also known as Goblin Katie. In fact, you can find me on all the socials at Goblin Katie. I am going to be playing Tallulah O'Draken, the Triton College of Eloquence Bard. I'm saying a lot of ums for playing a College of Eloquence Bard right now. Let's see. I do want to give a shout out to Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. They give us this handy dandy code each week to let you guys get an Electrum chest in game. And this week's code is Cow Put Wait. I think there's a bird that sounds like that.
Wait.
I could check my my guide to dumb North American birds wherever it's at around here.
Wait.
I think I have that too. Either that, no, I have effin' birds. That's
Effin' birds is the best.
Effin' birds is amazing.
Gotta love effin'
I
birds.
love it. But yeah, that head on over to Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. It is a fabulous game. You can play it on your computer or on a phone, and put that code in. Get free stuff, and while you're at it, maybe buy some of the fancy dancy skins that you can get on Orkira, Alindra, and Murderbird.
Dahani.
Thank you, Dahani. I just totally blanked. But yeah,
Although Murderbird is accurate for the skin that she is currently rocking.
Yeah.
This is true. Yeah. But yeah, head over there, get those. It's awesome. And throwing it to the next person, Lauren.
I'm the next person. Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. She, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at my website, lauren-urban.com, which includes any of the streams that I'm currently on and any of the fun stuff I'm doing. Although the one thing that's not updated on there is I'm going to PAX Unplugged, which I've talked about quite a bit, but I have not put the panel that I am on, which is Panel Don't Kill My Vibe. So if you happen to be going to PAX Unplugged and you're there on November 23rd, which I think is the Sunday. Yes, it's Sunday, November 23rd at 12 p.m. local time in Crab God. You can come see Panel Don't Kill My Vibe, where I'm joined by a whole host of amazing people, where we're going to talk about some of the things that happen in the TTRPG community and why you shouldn't do it, or maybe why you should, why sometimes a vibe is a good thing and sometimes a vibe is a bad thing. It's going to be fun and sometimes instructional and mostly just silly. So come see me and a whole bunch of fun people. And yeah, and otherwise I'll be mostly wandering around either with the entire crew from Shadows of over Baldur's Gate, which is my Friday game, because we managed to raise enough funds to get the entire team there. So
That's
come
awesome.
see us. Yeah, it was amazing. So come see us playing this Friday on the Critic Chronicles channel at 5:30 Pacific, and then next week you can see us. We're setting up a time and where you can come and say hi, and we're gonna do pictures and get a whole group shot and everything, so we'll announce that later. And otherwise tonight you can see me playing Fairlos, the Tabaxi cleric, who has to act and is worried.
Worried is a good word for it. Yeah.
Concern, real concern. Hello, I am Jen Kretschmer. You can find me on the interwebs as at DreamWisp, dreamwisp.bisky.social, or dreamwispjen on Twitch. I next week on Saturday the 15th, I'm putting information in chat right now. On twitch.tv/Keith Ammon, we are doing a charity stream to in support of our neighbors' rights and dignity, to benefit a lot of local on the ground organizations that are supporting our neighbors who are being affected by raids right now. So if you are so inclined, please come join me and a number of friends as we try and support our local communities. We have folks from affected cities, so Portland, Los Angeles, Chicago, all being involved and doing the thing. Tonight I will be playing your friendly neighborhood tsunami druid, Rivulet, who will surely bring some existential crises.
I really, really hope whoever is coming from Portland is going to be playing some kind of frog person.
Oh, I
that
don't know.
that needs to happen. That needs
I
to
mean, if it
don't know.
doesn't, that's totally cool. I mean, any kind of
They could be a bullywug.
any
pretty
kind
sure-
of animal person would be ideal, but you know, that is up to them.
Yeah. I should put that in chat and see if we can make that happen.
Amazing.
I don't know. I've got to talk. I have to talk to Keith and find out if that's viable with our tone. But if not, we'll make sure to get a druid in there who can polymorph.
I don't have a ton of money, but maybe I will donate to help make that happen.
I think that's a solid plan. Yes. Yeah. So that's what I've got going, other than bringing lots of philosophical chaos.
Yeah, you're probably going to
Tonight.
make at least 6 other people in other characters have an existential crisis this episode. Uh,
It is my gift.
I am Jeremiah Sumerian. You might know me from the SCP Wiki or my YouTube channel about the SCP Wiki. And I'm your DM. Did we skip our credits intro? Like the
No.
Nope,
No,
you
did it.
just did it
Okay,
so
cool.
efficiently that
Yeah.
I
it
didn't
was a
even
really
notice.
quick, solid credits today.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have another creator to add to the credit list.
Oh, that's fair.
Black Belt Maps. They are absolutely awesome and wonderful, and you will be seeing their maps soon. For reasons.
All right, let's get into our summary. This is episode. I almost got that wrong. This is episode 41 of Player and Book's first campaign, The Secondhand Souls. Previously on Players and Book, Gods and Monsters. We're the thing that explodes when there's too much friction in the air. Saw Gerrera, Andor. The poet talks with Michelle, her childhood friend, about what's been going on in Brescia over the last few years. As they talk, the town's bells ring, signaling that executions have been carried out. Before long, the rest of the secondhand souls return from behind the curtain, and their discussion with Crescenza, the marvelous muse, First Lady of Encores, and unexpected key changes. The souls decide to head to the dorms to get some sleep and to see if they can learn more about the executions. But first, the poet sets up a meeting later with Peggy Lynn, a suspicious understudy. The souls then watch the news coverage of the executions before discovering they are being faked. Then the souls try to determine if executions are legitimately happening at the palace with some very fancy planning and magic. Evidence they pick up seems to indicate that yes, this is possibly happening, with some happening at the same time the philosopher is monitoring it. After that, the poet attempts to contact her father, Claude, again, but she fails, and in a particular way that makes her think it's possible her father might have been amongst those executed. The party then decide to get some sleep. It is 4:31 a.m. on Joy's Day, the 30th of Dreams. There is a dark shadow over the city, even if the sun is shining above the waves. And I think it's interesting that the palace did all of this at such an early time of day.
I will, for the sake of bookkeeping, I guess, mention that when we get up in the morning, Fairlos will be holding onto her hammer and doing something that you don't see her do very often, which is kind of pray. But what she's really doing is she is actually changing out her spells for the day. Um, which if you come on over and listen real carefully, because she's kind of muttering under her breath, it's almost as though she's reciting a list and then kind of dismissively going, no, 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 yes, yes, no, no, no. And specifically, I am adding to my list the one that I just had here that I forgot. The new spell that I learned at this point yesterday, the freedom one that I
Free
just
will.
learned. Free will, thank you. So that I can have it on hand.
That's fair. And you know what? You said bookkeeping, and it suddenly struck me. We haven't. What did you do with the dude in your bag?
That is a good question.
That's a very good question.
But let's just say before you went to sleep, what did you do with
Yes.
the dude in your bag?
What do you do with it?
Okay, so there were guards at the door to this place, right?
Yes.
That means that they had some rudimentary form of protection and people who were at
Yep.
least keeping watch. So at some point,
He can cast sending. Important note.
the guy,
Mm-hmm. I
okay.
saw him cast sending.
Well, at the very least, at some point, I think when we're all back together, before we head out to go to our quarters, I'll say, you want to go talk to those people out front? They seem to be involved in actually providing some security. Maybe they've got a place where we can put our friend in the bag in a place that's a little more both secure and somewhere where we don't have to worry about him every 10 minutes.
Have you ever been into a costume storage closet in a theater department?
Of course.
No.
Worse than any demiplane you can imagine.
That is
not gonna get out of there. No, I don't know.
She's not wrong. I think it's probably a good idea to go speak with them.
To speed things along in this particular part, since we are kind of retroactively doing it, they have a spot underneath the stage that can be locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Under normal circumstances, it's used for various things during plays, but yeah, they can just store him underneath the stage.
Okay. My only concern is what's the sound
Like a sealed Hamlet trap?
It's probably actually where the pit is. If this is also a place where they do musical theater, it's probably literally the pit. Which is horrific and awesome at the same time that we're putting him in the pit.
Well, or if it's directly under the stage, it's the Hamlet trap, which is
it's under this. It's for it's for stuff during the plays specifically.
Which for anyone who's not a theater nerd like us, a Hamlet trap, there's actually a part of the stage that will open up that this started when companies were performing Hamlet, which fitting for this particular game. And it opens up and you can drop people down the center of the stage during a show into you'll have a crash pad or something underneath.
Yeah.
So it's called a Hamlet trap.
If you saw the Eras tour, you probably saw Taylor Swift demonstrate it.
Yeah, and you can lift people up out of it too.
Yep.
Katie, you were asking specifically about the possibilities of sending, and in universe, that's actually
sending
pretty...
and soundproofing.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. As the rest of the party may have noticed when they went out onto the stage, it was it seemed like it might have even been dimensionally isolated from the rest of the area.
Oh, yeah, sure. There's a goddess on board with this. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that wasn't just because she wanted to talk to us. That was
that was the stage itself that's why they couldn't get through the curtains.
I thought that was literally just because Crescenzo went, come with me, and she made it happen.
The stage itself is its own little dimension.
Okay.
I love
So
that.
she is a smaller god, but she does have a temple, and it is this stage right now. It is
Okay.
her own. It is her only plane that is her own, but it is hers.
I
Okay.
got that. I guess I just
Um,
figured she had done that temporarily, but that makes sense. Okay.
while we're also bookkeeping, so we did not have time for a long rest, right? If we only had an hour and a half since our last.
We just did.
You're taking that
So
long rest
Well, I thought
now.
last game was 3 a.m. and this is now 4 a.m.
This is 4:30 roughly. It
Or
is now
4:30, so
8
that's
hours. We're moving ahead after you guys get sleep. It'll be 8 hours from the time that
okay.
we,
So we're doing that from the 4:30.
you guys are
Okay.
sleeping
Yeah.
it like good college students who don't have classes today. You're sleeping in past noon.
Yeah. Yes, college students. I am going to Tallulah basically kind of spends the morning kind of worryingly quiet for her. Um, and she just looks very preoccupied and kind of far off. She responds just fine if anyone talks to her, but she just kind of drifts when on her own.
I mean, considering what happened the night before, I think that's
Yeah.
understandable. Um, do we get do we get the sense that you want to be engaged with, or maybe not?
When you do try to talk to her and stuff, she engages just fine. It's just if there's a lull or something, she just kind of drifts away.
Well,
So you get the impression that it's fine to interact with her.
I
Um,
mean, like, uh, hey, do we get the sense that she would appreciate being asked about how she is feeling about last night, or is this avoidance tactic something that she wants right now?
um, you feel like it'd be fine. She doesn't seem to be like wallowing or anything. She's just very deep in thought.
Mm-hmm.
If
So yeah, at some point, while we're finishing up breakfast, Tallulah,
Yes.
if at any point you want to talk about it, let me know.
I genuinely don't know. I I am grappling with the consequences of my actions right now in a way that I never have before. And I think it's lighting a fire under my ass. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. He may be okay. And I'm hoping that's the case. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they had some sort of magic depressing the ability to communicate with people in those dungeons. I think that's far more likely than actually executing him if they think there's a chance they can use him to get that ring back. Or actually, if we're in a common area, she just says to get that thing back. But but I think we need to step up the timetable a little bit. How long till the play?
Uh,
4 days?
yeah, yeah,
Not
because it was
too
5 days yesterday, so 4 days. I We
I
can
can't.
try, but I don't. I think that is a date that is immutable.
All right, well, then we need to start trying to figure out how to get to the book wherever it is, because we're not going to have a lot of time to
Well, here's
futz
the thought.
around.
Why don't we use that as a distraction for anything else we need to do?
Use what?
The play. I mean, obviously we're using the recording,
Oh, right.
But
yeah.
but but who's
I
to
forgot we
say
were doing
that's
that
the
part.
who's to say that that's the only thing we can use to distract from anything that's
My
when
brother.
I look around and I said anything that's already planned.
My brother. He would know the layout. He would know the layout of the castle. He would know where that book is. We need to try to find him.
Okay.
Just don't necessarily trust him.
Okay. Well, we can figure out how much we can trust after we find him. What's his name?
What's his name, Sim?
Immediately was like, I should go open up my tokens page because this
Yeah,
is going to
I
be
tried looking earlier and I forgot.
Christophe Lemaire.
Christophe Lemaire. Eldest son. That's just weird. It's just weird. But no, if we can find him, he can give us a lot of details about the layout and where we might find things. And we can find out what happened to him after he got out.
Well, then let's go do that.
All right.
Let's
Oh,
head
and I
back.
do
We
have
want
to
to move
meet.
timetables. Let's keep as much time as possible to plan.
Don't let me forget we got to meet, or I got to meet with Peggy Lynn later.
That
think-
was 5 a.m., right?
No.
You retroactively changed it to 1
Oh.
1 p.m., which is
Yeah.
about half an hour from now.
Okay.
Well,
If-
let's.
if-
Well, then, if it's only half an hour, why don't we go after your meeting?
Right.
You're meeting up with her at the theater?
I am. Would you two mind coming with me?
I was thinking if you were suspicious of her, then I wasn't going to let you go alone, to be honest.
Oh, you're so sweet, Cap.
It's like I care about the
I
two of
know.
you, the three of you, like you're friends or something.
So strange. So strange.
But also, yeah, let's go take care of meeting up with this person, whoever she is, and then that seems to also be a good place to start asking around about Christophe Lemaire.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just can't remember if I mentioned it previously, but once we get out to where there's no one else around, I think she might be the mole.
This
Just something about her body language. So,
okay.
something to keep in mind while we talk to her. She may be the person spying.
That is good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Which reminds me of something. We can go
as
into a more in-depth conversation about it later, but if I were to uh, look into someone's thoughts, do you want to be included in that? Do you want to see what I see?
It's certainly more.
Just think about it, and I can omit you if you do not feel
I
comfortable with
don't
it.
like the idea of invading someone's mind. I think that that's a personal space that is one of the only places where you can process things in your own way. But also, it seems vaguely counterproductive when we need to communicate information.
I can tell you afterwards what I saw. I think that it's not something I tend to do on friendly folk. But given the levels of deception that we've been dealing with, I think it's I will hop on that explosion for you. I don't have the qualms with it that you do. I can see your point and I understand it, but my priority is different.
Riv, is your concern more about, so your concern is the invasion of the privacy of, but our concern is making sure that we're finding out the truth.
Yes. I think there's a whole ethical concern around the idea of invading someone's personal thoughts. I think thought is not equal to deed. And
I don't tend to go beyond the surface unless there's desperate need.
but without someone's permission, you're
like I said, I understand your perspective, and I don't think that you're wrong or anything of that nature. It's just I find the possibility more useful than
You guys are having this
I think this
discussion
is a
over.
conversation that we don't have time to delve
you're right,
into
yeah.
right
You guys are
now.
having this discussion over breakfast. Would that be correct?
Oh,
on the
no,
way-
this was while we were walking. This
Walking
is not
towards-
a conversation
okay.
I would have with other people around.
Then
Yeah.
you have now arrived at the place you were going towards backstage, and
Okay.
you see Peggy Lynn, the lady who you asked to be your understudy yesterday,
Mhm.
is running lines with Michelle.
before we totally go on in, when we still have a moment where we
Gotcha.
can speak privately, I'm going to turn back towards the two of you and say, if we're at the point in where we need to find out if someone is talking about something and they're telling the truth, and either you don't want to dive into someone's brain or you can't, let me know. I have other ways of getting the truth that are as blunt as this hammer, but are not as deadly.
Is it that spell that does the zone where you can't lie?
Basically,
Oh, let me get
yeah.
out of that before you do it.
Well,
Please.
I'm not.
I'll find an excuse to wander away. Just, we need a signal.
I don't know if I can give you a signal, but here's the good news. You can just leave.
All right. That works.
Anyway, I thought I'd put that out there. Let's go talk to your person. That's the
Alrighty.
best I could come up with who this person might be. Let's talk to your person.
Yeah. Peggy Lynn.
Let's go talk to Peggy Lynn.
And I will saunter up to Peggy and Michelle.
Fair enough. And they are, going back and forth. It seems pretty, mundane what they're currently doing.
How is she? Like, how is her acting?
How is her acting, and how is her acting of her acting?
Yes.
How Inception do we need to go here?
Yeah. Yeah.
How is her acting? /roll 1d20. Pretty good, actually.
Okay. Well, Peggy Lynn, you are just a natural, aren't you?
Yeah, I've had a decent amount of experience with this part, so it kind of works out.
Where are you from?
Hivern?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you did travel a ways to get here.
Hmm.
What made you come to Brescia?
This whole time, I want to be watching her carefully and checking for.
Oh, okay. Well, roll an insight check immediately because she's already said some stuff.
I'm not necessarily watching
19.
her. Yeah, and I can I actually give Riv help on this moment because Fairlos isn't going to watch her closely. Fairlos is going to kind of keep an eye on everyone in the area and is specifically like Tallulah looking for a sign of like, hey, set off zone of truth. But when Peggy Lynn says I'm from Hervern, can that be a moment that I'm looking and maybe give Riv a little bit of advantage to say, Hervern, really?
Yeah, go ahead.
So adding
Advantage.
guidance. Oh,
No, I'm
advantage.
giving
It
you
gives you
advantage for that
Sorry.
moment since I'm from Havern. So
Mhm. Does she
21.
have? Oh yeah.
Well, she's definitely not from Havern.
I am gonna note that.
And with a 21 insight, she is also barely suppressing. Like you can barely pick it up, but she has a Brescian accent.
I was about to ask if she had an accent.
It's not very noticeable at
Yeah.
all, but she is because she's hiding it.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't over 20 insight check, you wouldn't have noticed.
Got it.
Heck yeah.
Probably would have given it for a
Job, game.
perception too, but insight or perception gets you there.
All right. Well, what brought you here?
Opportunity. Just plenty of opportunity. Saw that there was Soren had put out in most of the major cities a call for the best actors and actresses, and I thought I'd come here and, well, apparently there's some stuff going on, and it was harder than I expected to get back in, but it worked out.
Yeah, there's a little bit of something in the air.
Yeah.
Tallulah, you sign, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna wander over sort of behind her,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just gonna sign lie.
Okay.
I've also got common sign language as well.
Yeah,
I think everyone does.
I think so. I think
just very
that was
casually.
yeah.
I'll sign it.
Okay.
Like,
Well, there certainly is opportunity here, but I'm sorry that you doing the understudy role if you made the trip all this way.
It's all right. I think from the way this has been going, there might be some roles opening up between now and.
Yeah. Do you know any of the folks that have disappeared?
She takes a moment to like go into some really deep thought. Like just takes a second, looks off, kind of really thinks about it.
Insight.
Okay, what are you inciting for specifically?
Um, why is she pausing and looking off? Does she look like she's trying to buy time to think of something? Or does she look like trying to buy time to make up a lie or trying to think if she actually does know anyone? I would expect that she wouldn't have to pause like this if she actually did know folks, but
Hit yeah, insight. Go ahead and roll.
okay. Awesome! That's a 9.
I would say Rivulet's already giving you assistance by
Mhm.
standing back and telling you that something is a lie. So go ahead and make that check with advantage.
okay.
Oh, that's better.
That is
15.
better. Okay, so there's layers to this. She is taking her time because she does need to. You already know she's lying because
Yeah.
you were just told that. She's taking the time to come up with something, but also, and at 15 is not going to get you a whole lot of information on this, but she, something specific came to mind when you first asked that question,
Mm-hmm.
and she is trying to make sure that she doesn't betray betray that is something she was thinking about. So she was taking a second to like switch her track, in her
Okay.
mind.
Okay. Okay. I really want to cast Detect Thoughts, but I'm directly in her focus, so I don't want to take the risk. I will, Shalula's going to wait patiently. She'll look over at Michelle and give him a smile and a little wink.
I-
Making friends?
Sure, yes, yes.
Watch out for him. He's trouble.
Only the best kind.
Mm.
Um, and then she goes, I don't think so. I'm not really keeping up too well with the news and stuff, so
Got it. All right. Well, I hope
Lauren,
that it.
I saw your finger go up. What's that?
Yeah, just now that she's answered that, is Crescenza actually here? I see her token on the board.
Yeah, she's here. She's just kind of standing next to the curtains observing the interactions of everybody here.
Okay. I don't want to interrupt this conversation, but at some point during the conversation, I would like to go over and have a quick word with Crescenza.
That's fair.
I can make it real quick because I've got enough to go on that I feel Tallulah is satisfied that there is reason to distrust her.
Mhm.
And so she will make a note to talk to Michelle about it later privately, or when it's just us, the group. And she'll say, all right, well, want to run lines?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Yeah.
All right. Feel free to give me tips because I feel rusty, but. And I will start running lines with her.
Fair enough. Lauren, you want to talk to Crescenza? She is.
Yeah, I think even before the do you want to run lines, I think after Peggy Lynn answers about does she know anybody, something about part of that conversation actually reminds Fairlos of something. She's going to wander on over to Crescia, the marvelous muse, the blah 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 blah. You gave us these rings of mind shielding, which if I didn't before, thank you. Thank you. Did you give everyone here at the theater one of these?
No. I gave them to people who are involved in some of the more sensitive parts of what we're working on here.
Okay, but anyone who's involved in the play.
Not necessarily.
Okay. Let me try to be a little more specific. Is everybody here in this room have one of them?
No. I think Michelle has one because he was part of uh and I think all of you have one. Soren has one. Veronica and Harrison have one. So it looks like just the Cletus, and obviously Cletus is a ghost, so it's the whole thing. But I guess Peggy Lynn, she's new. She's not part of any of the stuff that we've been working on, so I haven't given her that yet.
Okay. I figured I'd just make sure we were thinking about options about something, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to be wasted.
Uh, do you want a legitimate answer to that question? Because I can answer it for you right now.
Are you going to give me a legitimate answer?
So, Peggy Lynn over there doesn't have one of my rings, but she certainly has a locket.
So she
That
doesn't need one of your rings.
She doesn't need one of my rings, but if you're interested, I could suppress that locket for a little while.
That's a very kind offer. Um, I don't know if it's necessary. I feel like at that point we have other ways of figuring
Making
out.
her talk. Sorry.
Not making her talk. I can't make her talk. I can make sure her answers are the truth. I can't make her talk. I think at that point we have other means of hopefully getting what we want. What kind of background checks do you do on your actors?
Not many. I have a good sense of somebody's ability to perform. It's sort of a natural skill of mine, let's say. And she's very good.
Well, fortunately for you, Tallulah's better.
Oh.
And yeah, at that point, Feralus will wander back over. And I guess if the two of you are running lines, I'll go to where Rivulet is, because I would have seen Riv do the sign over to Tallulah. And unless you've engaged with somebody, if you're still kind of standing on your own and we have a moment, if we have moved to a place where we're actually not next to a bunch of people, I'll say under my breath, so what Tallulah would like to do that you are opposed to wouldn't work anyway.
Interesting.
And Crescenza didn't need to give her one of the rings. She came with her own way of making sure that could happen.
Huh. Makes
Which-
you wonder. What do you know what it is?
Apparently it's a locket.
I'm gonna wander around and try and see if I can look at the locket and if I recognize any of what, like, is it
Make a perception check.
okay? 14.
And you want to kind of just see, like, is it related to something you've
Yeah,
seen
do I
before?
recognize the material? Do I recognize the
Sorry, I think we're both laughing at Katie's camera being like, and now it's a doll.
At least it
Haunted
didn't
camera.
like zoom in on the face like it did last time around.
Camera's haunted.
But it still
Camera's
was like,
haunted.
but it's still like Shakespeare.
Camera's haunted.
It just immediately she leaves and immediately it's like, oh.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by that. Could you please say that again? I'm sorry.
It's okay. A camera was haunted. There was
Yeah.
valid reason.
Mhm. Lock it.
I'm
Sorry.
trying
Right.
to recognize the metal, the design work, like region, if it's specific to a certain group. You know, obviously I have the masonry stuff, so I'm familiar with the
Yeah.
metals and the, you know, all those goodies. But
Make an additional Arcana check.
okay, not as good at that, but we'll try. 15.
So better.
Mm.
Between your perception and Arcana, the thing you can the easy answer to your question is that you've seen similar magic items to this before. Not exactly this, but similar. And the amulets of proof against detection and location.
Oh, I'm gonna steal that.
But it's not exactly that. It's not like any of the ones you've ever seen before. It's something strangely more. Well, with a 15, that's about all you get. It's just that it's different somehow.
Well, we have to
Is-
assume it also does mind shielding of some sort, or else Crescenza wouldn't have indicated that she didn't need one of her rings, right?
Right. Can I
Yeah.
throw that onto my researcher? So, because I can ultimately
Yeah.
figure out that.
As soon as you
Anything?
get, and there's a library here. You could go to
Okay,
that library and check it
let's
out.
go ahead and add that to my research list to try and figure out what the deal is there.
And we will next time you get an opportunity to go to a library, you can absolutely look this up.
Cool.
Which will be today. You could do it now, um but yeah, so that's what you've picked up from it at the moment. That your camera is doing a lot of work right now. Also, you're muted.
I've got a dog that is
Yeah.
trying to climb on me right now. An 80-pound dog trying to climb on me. So I'm gonna go put her out of the room again, and the camera's gonna look at Shakespeare, but when I come back, it'll be back on me. So sorry.
Shakespeare looks so haunted though. Like
Uh-huh.
it doesn't look
Oh.
like Shakespeare. It looks like oh, what's the haunted doll's name?
Chucky.
Oh
No, not Chucky. There's a real world
Billy?
haunted
Annabelle.
doll.
No,
No,
Billy.
there's a real world. They did a
I
profile
know
on
what you're
him
talking
on
about. It's a
Lost. Is it
boy.
David?
No, it's
Yeah.
a boy that got a doll his size that looked, and he named it his name.
Robert the doll.
Robert, that's it. Yes.
It looks like Robert the doll if he was wearing black. And people, I will invite you to look up Robert the doll. I won't put it in chat because I don't want to terrify
That
our
is
entire chat.
people
But
make
it's really wrong. It's
people
really
make
wrong.
decisions.
It is a
And listen to
terrifying
the
thing.
episode of lore about Robert the doll because it's
It's really
really
good.
upsetting.
People
don't
make
know.
decisions.
I don't know. My dad likes to collect old stuff. He's got this porcelain doll that looks honestly creepier than this does. So I don't know.
I'll be honest, I am never going to knock anybody for having a collection of stuff.
Um,
No, I have a closet full of dice. I'm not gonna
what you've
knock
picked up
anybody.
about this amulet is that it is at least very similar to an amulet of proof against detection and location. I will say, arcana wise, and something that I've worked out because I had that happen in the other game I run. Because of the way detect thoughts is a divination spell that includes targeting someone, an amulet of proof against detection and location would also protect somebody against the detect thoughts spell.
Okay. I assumed from detection.
It prevents you from being the target of divination spells. And since detect thoughts it does have the general sort of like your thoughts are sensed, but I've decided to rule that since it also includes a targeted part, then that spell technically targets you and is a divination spell, therefore proof against detection and
Okay.
location
That
will
makes sense.
stop it.
Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah, I guess the only other thing, unless we think that you're going to run lines for some extended period of time, we'll wait for you to be done. If you are going to run lines, then Riv, I can go with you to the library, and or we can start asking the folks that are here about Christopher Lemaire and start to get ahead on that.
I think you guys go into the library to do a little bit of research because, first of all, Jen Rivulet's got a lot of stuff to look up that is sort of backlogged at this point. Might be a good idea, but it won't take you very long to look through it. I mean, I'm not going to make you spend like more than 30 minutes to 45 minutes looking for the right books.
Okay.
Because there is a librarian who can help you.
Hey. And
If
me.
you guys,
and a me.
And you. If you guys want to go do that whilst lines are being run, just to keep up at least the appearances that Tallulah is doing, is trying to actually engage this way, then that's absolutely fine. If you want to go ahead and, I believe the researcher. Let me just double check how this works because it's a background feature specifically with some very specific wording.
Yeah, it's here. I'll put it in our chat.
Okay, that'll help.
Yeah, and just to make things easy, while we're heading that way, I'll stop and tell Tallulah that we're heading over to the library to check on a few things. When you're done, just come by and come get us.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, you can find a book immediately on by asking the librarian and just taking a little bit of a look around. You find a book that's a catalog of magic items that includes an entire section about mind reading and divination.
Mm-hmm.
And you now it's very specific to this area too. Brescia has produced these. They are lockets of proof against detection and location. They technically, by all means, count as a cursed magic item. Whoever holds the key to the locket can override the locket's abilities. The person that is wearing it cannot choose, as amulet of proof against detection and location does allow you, and I believe, to choose if people can do certain things with regards to talking to you. They can't choose to be targets of any divination spells unless the person who holds the key is the one doing it. They can override the ability. So it's essentially an amulet of proof against detection and location, but you can't turn it off and you can't take it off. And somebody else can override it at any time.
Oof. That's frightening. Don't like that.
So does that mean that Crash gave it to her?
No. Crash said that she arrived with it.
Well, no, but Crash said she could turn it off.
That probably
so if Crash can turn it off, that means she's the key holder.
Or her power is strong enough that she could suppress it.
I mean, it sounds like it's only one option, right?
Depends on what we're talking about here. I mean, okay, so
well, I mean, we're in a magical research library, so
you're reading you're at a college and you're reading about this specifically. I mean, that's a layered question, right? Like, you know that the magic item is designed to only allow the key holder to suppress it. But that means that there is a mechanism to suppress it.
Right.
And it also means that that could possibly be subverted if somebody was powerful enough or knowledgeable enough or spent enough time with it, probably.
So can I do a quick in Sims world, this is how things work moment?
Make advantaged insight check, I think.
Okay.
And this isn't going to be a success or failure. This is just like levels of knowledge you get. You can, or levels of intuition you can get for this. All right,
20.
She's definitely powerful enough to turn off a magic item.
Can I ask a weird follow-up question to that?
Yeah, hit me.
Since this is a magic item that is designed to be able to be turned off and on, so it has a mechanism for that, if someone had a powerful enough, say, dispel magic.
That's what I was trying to ask about.
Yeah. So
I was trying to ask about dispel curse.
It would remove curse would be necessary to
remove
take
curse
it off.
And dispel magic. I merged them into one new spell.
I mean,
dispel curse.
It does all the things.
Yeah.
It slices, it dices, it turns off your magical curses.
Yeah. It makes thousands of julienne fries.
But I think also getting that Crescenza is powerful enough to just do it is good. But yes, like would a certain powerful enough magical either ability or spell or whatever be able to suppress and or turn it off and or remove it?
Absolutely.
Okay. So if we're assuming at this point, when you find that out, that we are in a spot in the library that we can talk privately, Fairless is going to say, I don't want to assume this, but I think it's interesting that this is an item that is potentially comes with unwilling side effects like that. It does present the option that she may be not necessarily a totally willing participant in this. That is,
well, what's more interesting to me, and here's where everybody's gonna hate me. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing in advance.
Jen's about to break our brains.
I'm gonna Sherlock. I'm gonna drop a water at this. Historically, what would cause, if this is a specifically Brescian item, what would the historical purpose of creating this kind of magical item be? Why would you need to create something that has this property?
Because so if you are a deep undercover person like she is,
Mhm.
the the there's downsides and upsides, right? The upside is the protection it gives you against the being scryed upon, having your mind read, that kind of thing. The downside is you cannot be contacted by assumably your side. You cannot get a sending from your side. You cannot be scryed upon by your side, except for assumably the person with the key.
Right.
So, but that still limits, like, who can be doing that kind of thing.
Can I pose a suggestion?
Yeah.
The queen's hands or the empress's hands, her elite guard would be exactly the sort of person that I would expect to have something like that, so that nobody else could get to their mind except her.
It seems like if this is a uniquely Brescian item, there needs to be a uniquely Brescian reason to create this object.
Now, there's other potential downsides. If Peggy Lynn casts sending, can she receive something back? If she is the initiator of sending, like how does that work if she's not in control of being able to accept of who can send her stuff?
That is a level of detail that I would not expect a book like this to contain. Or like
But we're in a library.
That it would be very easy, or that it would be very easy for you to find that's a very small piece of minutia, but it's probably here somewhere if you want to spend a little bit of time looking for an answer like that.
The reason I think it might be worth looking is because there's going to be some options that someone in her position, say she is a loyal operative, being able, if she can cast sending, if she can cast message, if she can do some of the divination stuff to report back and be able to get that kind of two-way communication, then that could negate in a way the downsides of I can only talk to the person with the key, especially if she needs to report to somebody else. It could also be not a good thing in case you are a double agent, because now you can communicate with other people. So knowing if that is a option
The
would probably
librarian comes over and drops another book on the table that you guys. It's unfortunately it's not quite as large, but it does make a loud sound in the library, and she's a little annoyed that she made such a loud noise. But this is a book on that magic item specifically.
Oh, sweet.
From your
Thank you.
inquiries, you guys were probably a little bleak about your approach to this. I imagine you didn't immediately go up and go, this is exactly what I'm looking for, but rather you kind of more general. But she seems to have worked out what you were looking for.
I'm looking for a history of Brescian magic objects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their craft. I'm very fascinated by the crafting of magical objects and uniquely Brescian crafting.
Yeah. And she brings this one over because it is one of the more famous of unique Brescian magic items specifically. And it does include information. Yes, the person who is wearing it can still receive an answer back if they send a sending out.
Does this book contain the history of when these started getting crafted, by whom and why?
Yes. It was crafted by the first in the Lemaire dynasty. So when Brescia sank to the bottom of the ocean, Lemaire, the House Lemaire is literally, they were the mayor. They were elected mayor of the city of Brescia originally. And when the city sank, they took over as a dynasty instead. Sort of instilled in martial law, instituted, a number of reforms for security, and kept them kind of secret and private away from the rest of the world in the hopes that they would be ignored by the creeping cold. over time, they found a need for the hands of the Empress to be. There was a couple of scandals, let's put it that way, where hands of the Empress were captured or by either people who were sort of drumming up rebel support or doing these other things, and they would bring these people on television and be like, "Hey, look, this person here is working for the hands of the Empress, and we've forced them to tell you the truth about what their blah 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 blahs are." So they started creating these lockets originally after the fall as a way that because they can't be removed, not even voluntarily by the person who's wearing them, unless a remove curse is used. And so the idea is that unless you have a particularly powerful magic user, blah, blah, there's other things. There's also, that's the best way to put this. There is a rumor, unconfirmed, about this particular magic item, beyond the fact of how it was created or the reasons why, that if the key holder discovers that the person who is wearing it is compromised, that they have the capacity to possibly harm the person who is wearing it.
Mm.
But how? But that's it again. It's a rumor because nobody has ever been. No one has ever subverted it. No one has ever subverted one of these before in this book of history that you're reading. Not successfully. Not with the person who has had it subverted has lived. That's why there's a rumor. There's a rumor that breaking the curse allows the key holder to harm the person wearing it.
Got it.
Okay.
So breaking the curse doesn't
Detonate it.
But so in order, assuming you'd want to get this off of somebody safely, you would have to either suppress or remove the curse and the magical properties of it totally. The curse itself isn't necessarily enough. You have to, the whole magical thing. I couldn't just cast remove curse on this and then take it off.
That seems like a bad idea from what you've read.
Okay. And this will be something that Fairlos will say out loud. I don't want to even assume that this is an indication that she is unwilling in any way. All of this may be just everybody's
an occupational hazard of taking on a high-powered role.
Exactly. It may be something worth offering at some point if we get to that point, but yeah.
You've also learned from reading that this locket has seen use outside of Brescia, is Brescian design and build, but they're very useful for in other ways. So the dwarves have seen use for them. Some of the northern city-states, prior to the formation of the kingdom up there, they've also used them and probably still do. And there's a good likelihood that a number of organizations have found uses for this as well.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I think for me it was, where did they start and why?
Also,
because it's such a particular type of unique magic, and to have that kind of relationship, there has to be a reason that was created.
They're also super illegal in Hebrew.
Gee, I wonder
Makes
why.
sense.
So somewhere the God in the heart is real pissed off about this one.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I think a lot of folks would not be thrilled with the idea of something that takes away your ability to do it. However, I mean, there is a degree of consent involved because you're agreeing to the, I mean, it's sort of like signing an NDA with
One-
lethal consequences.
Yeah.
In this case, you can intuit that, yeah, this person probably knew what they were signing up for. However, of course, the existence of this magic item also implies there's probably people in the world that are not quite as voluntarily.
Oh yeah, you
involved
get a
with
bad
it.
key holder, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
Unethical
Mhm.
key holders are not. That's how you get Ghostbusters.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get
Yeah.
Ghostbusters. Ah, I love that's a deep
That's good.
reference in that
That's
movie.
good.
Somebody please clip that.
That's good. That's good. Somewhere Rick Moranis is happy right now. And they don't
You
know
know
why.
what? He deserves to be. Anything I can do to
It's-
make Rick Moranis happy,
This is true.
I'm here
That should be
for it.
everybody's goal in life.
It's true. That man deserves nothing but joy for the rest of his days. He is a good human being.
That's
Mhm.
definitely the title of this episode, key holder.
Oh, I thought it was going to be make Rick Moranis happy.
Yeah, I did too.
The Rick
But no,
Moranis version.
Key holder is also very, very good. Before we leave the library, or I don't know if there's anything more on this specific thing, but Jen, what was your other list of go-to library
I feel
research
like
stuff?
my research list is out of date, but I mean, I think some of them were put into action at the school, but how to make the radiation potion, the Star Dragon swords and Star Map is the Tavern in Frogtown fated. I mean, this is old. Ilderev, West Virginia. Flaw in reality magic. Our books and reality simulationist theory, and then the amulet. But I may be missing things.
Okay, that
my
is
brain
that is quite a long
hurts.
list. I think might be good. Can you give me that list in text?
I'll put it in chat. Yeah.
And then we'll take a break. And when we come back, I can possibly have answers for at least some.
What is West Virginia?
The mythical land of West Virginia.
And why isn't there an East Virginia? Come on.
Technically, West Virginia shouldn't exist. That's my fun fact for today. Technically. Now, I should say technically because at the time Virginia was a Confederate state, so fuck those motherfuckers. But by the Constitution of the United States, West Virginia shouldn't exist. You need the consent of the state that you cut a new state off of, according to our Constitution. And they got consent by creating it's not important. Got consent by creating an entire new government and saying that's the valid government. They gave it a consent to cut off a new state.
That's what Riv
yes,
finds
players
out.
in book. Come for the game, stay for the random knowledge.
Random knowledge.
That's what Riv finds out in the library about West Virginia.
That's what he found out about West Virginia.
Is this knowledge, and is like, but we still haven't figured out what it is.
Also the Shenandoah River and the mountains mentioned in that song are mostly in Western Virginia, not West Virginia.
Wow.
It's just Western Virginia had that extra syllable that they didn't. Well, it's not even really a. It's
all right.
I
Let's
have a headache.
let's go to break. I'm going to try and find some answers to your questions during this. Let's say again 25 minutes, so we'll come back at 15 after now.
So that's 40.
40, yeah. And we'll come back at 40. Peace. Ahoy, hoy, and welcome back to Players in Book. Let's go over the credits really quickly here. Cartography by Shane Peku, cartography by Shane Peku Sci-Fi, maps by Luke Stratton, maps by Eightfold Paper, music by Tabletop Audio, character tokens by Greek 46, custom tokens by Shane Peku Tokens, overlay art by Pack Stream, custom world bat by Freckles Sketches, and logo and character art by Luke McCay, and also thank you to Black Belt Maps. You can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/players in book, all one word. And let's dive back into it. So I have a list here of research items, and looking at it in depth and having some time to actually process it, pretty sure all of these have been covered by the library at the school. So unless there was something specific else you guys wanted to do in the library, we might be able to go back to backstage.
If anybody thinks of something I've missed, please
Mm.
remind me because my brain is a mess.
That is a mood.
Can't think of anything. So yeah, it's I think going back to the theater and
I want to check in. So, Tallulah, you've been so did you mention you did Furloughs mentioned to Tallulah that mind reading magic probably wouldn't work, right?
No, that was all
Or was
figured
it
out
all
while I
separate?
was gone.
Okay.
yeah, I
I
couldn't
was
figure out.
actively talking to her, so
That
Yeah,
so this is what I'm saying. Tallulah, you've had 30, 45 minutes alone-ish with this person.
mhm.
Would at any point you have attempted to do that?
No,
Okay.
because I can't risk her catching me casting it in front of her.
Okay.
Um, that's not to say it won't happen when I walk away, but
That's fair.
in fact, after about 30 minutes of running lines, is Crescenda still in here?
Yeah.
Okay. After about 30 minutes of running lines, Tulil will say, "Oh, all right. Peggy, let's take a break for a little bit and meet back up. Oh goodness. I gotta talk to everybody and figure out what our schedule is for the rest of the night. So I'll get back to you and we'll finish running lines later."
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just yeah, I just need to go over this a few times on my own, I think, and just kind of sort of think about what I yeah.
It's a meaty role. It's a wonderful role. She is such a uh, elegant and conflicted and just also awful character. There's so much to capture with her. But you seem you seem up to the task. I believe in you.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Yes, I very much appreciate that.
Do you do you hang out with anybody on campus?
Um I mean, I'm sort of new around here and things are weird, you know? So,
Yes, they are. Well, I tell you what, next time we have a little get together and maybe I can shoot you an invitation.
sure. I know there's supposed to be a protest tomorrow. Do you want to meet up there?
I think so. I think that would be lovely.
Awesome.
Insight when she said awesome. Is she is this a setup, basically?
Roll your insight check.
Oh, how about that? 23.
hey,
Is it a setup?
Mm-hmm. Or is she actually interested in the protest, or is she,
She's definitely interested in the protest.
well, on a personal level, or is she trying to get more people? Does it feel like she's trying to enlist more people for a nefarious purpose, or because she's passionate about this?
There is an undercurrent to everything she says.
Mhm.
Of course, she's very passionate about what she is currently doing. Absolutely.
Okay.
But underneath that is a second tier of priorities
Mhm.
that are a little bit more uncertain unless you were probing directly for them.
No, no, that's enough for me to go on. I
Hmm.
wanna meet back up with the girls and, discuss it.
Fair enough.
Um, but, Tallulah is going to go up because, I think it was Furloughs told her that, Crescendo wanted to talk to her. So I'm gonna go up to her. So what do you think?
I, lots of things. What do you think?
I think I'm not sure whether we should trust Peggy there or not. I'm leaning towards not.
Obviously not.
Mm-hmm. Is she one of the empresses?
I think so. Yeah. We've
Right.
I don't know for sure. She's new.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured when I met her, and she seemed a little off.
I wasn't considering it or concerned about it until one of your friends brought it up. But after that, I decided to take a look.
Mm-hmm. What'd you find?
That would be telling.
It would. We would have a secret we share.
I think we share enough secrets.
Ooh, like what? I was told you want to talk to me. What's going on?
The rebellion.
Oh yeah, that little thing.
Yeah. No, I was wondering, how do you feel about maybe I don't know, just totally okay if you won't want to. This is sort of just a casual sort of ask. Would you like to become a god?
Is that a thing a person can just do?
It's not easy, but I've got some I got a thing I want to do, and I kind of need a place to put some power afterwards.
So like a temporary thing.
No, it would not be temporary.
Hmm.
It wouldn't be like an instantaneous transfer either. It's complicated. It's like a
Oh,
growth sort of deal.
why?
I sometimes, not sometimes, when I put on a performance, it's very useful for our current endeavors. But when I put on a performance, sometimes um, people like it a
I mean, that's
lot.
that's the goal, isn't it?
It is if you're if they like it because of your skill level.
Oh, and not your innate powers.
Yes, it's actually impossible for me to put on a bad performance. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like at what point does I would like to achieve something again. It's been a while.
Do you miss being mortal?
I don't miss being mortal. I miss lacking the ability to fail at the thing I think I'm good at.
Okay. I think I can understand that. I mean, what happens if I say no?
I'll just throw it out into the ether. It's irresponsible, but yeah.
Does that just get rid of it, or does it
No, it sort of just exists until somebody powerful enough claims it, probably.
like an empress?
I maybe. I don't know.
Right. When do you need to know?
I got some stuff I'm gonna do in a little in 4 days when the play's on. So
Oh, all
yeah,
right. Well,
Soren's gonna run the recording, and I'm gonna go to the castle and do some shit.
do some shit?
Yeah,
What
it's gonna
what
be
are you
great.
gonna do?
That's gonna be well, some
Some
stuff with
shit.
there's a book. There's a book and some propagandas and some other stuffs. It's a lot. Um,
The book? Are you planning to take that?
no, but I need to use it to channel
Channel what?
there's a ritual
For what?
to remove my godhood.
Oh, why does it have to go through the book?
It's the only artifact powerful enough that I could find that was related to performance.
Oh, all right. All right. Do you know the significance of that book?
It's your book, right?
I, I don't know.
Well, it's uh the could have been queen.
Well, then that would fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not going to do anything that would hurt people, especially the people of Brescia. That's a very long pause.
I think sometimes a good performance can hurt people.
How is it going to hurt them?
I don't know, emotionally.
But not physically or anything like that. It would just touch their heartstrings.
That's the hope.
The hope. If you're a goddess, shouldn't you be able to, I don't know, make things more reliable than hope?
You want to share a secret?
I'd love to.
When I'm here, right next to, and she like touches the curtain, right next to where I perform, I'm a little bit more powerful than elsewhere. But even here, my power is running dry.
Why?
It's complicated.
Try me.
Well, when I was first created, there were billions of followers.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's what, a few thousand, 10,000 who even know of who I am?
So without the belief in you, you're
Sure.
weakened.
Weakened, yes. I thought that would be enough, but every time I put on a performance, people are still enthralled. So it's not enough. I still need to offload it. But thankfully, being in such a weakened state makes it easier to offload.
Well, I tell you what, this does not affect only me. And I've made promises to certain people that
Of course.
I intend to fulfill. So I need to talk to them first because something like this might have an impact on our long term plans.
Understandable.
All right. Why me?
Because it's your book. It's complicated.
That's it?
I you're very good at speaking. You're very good at performing. I assume that there has to be some sort of a link. Fate, narrative, I don't understand it.
It's complicated. Well, I am going to go find my girls and see what my captain's up to.
That's a good idea. I am going to try and talk to my ex-husband,
Who's your ex-husband?
the god of narration.
Ooh. Okay. Well, good luck. If you need help setting up a romance or anything like that, I do love a good love story.
Hmm. Yeah. I maybe not. This we broke up for a reason, but
Oh, fair.
yeah.
All right. Well, good luck. And if we need to get a hold of you, how do we do that?
Oh, put one finger on your nose like this.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, I just was making that up. I, I'll know.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Well, as long as you're in the theater or the broadcast department, I'll probably know.
Right. Someplace with a theatrical tie.
Needs to be, yeah.
Makes sense. I suppose that's kind of your temple.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you. And
Understandable.
you're serious about this.
I'm very rarely serious about anything, but I am serious about this.
All right. Well, I'll get back to you then. And after kind of a moment of just the hell obvious look on her face, Tallulah will turn and head toward the library, since that's
Well,
what they decided.
you also spoke multiple times about wanting you never actually did it, but inquiring about where your brother is.
Oh yeah, that is the thing.
And
I'm gonna
we said that we would come and find
Yeah.
you back here.
Yeah, that's
So-
true. Yeah. I am not braining today.
Okay.
I will go over to Michelle. Hey,
Hello.
this is wild. There's a lot going on. How are you?
I have been better, but I'm fine.
Did you get a chance to talk to your dad at all?
Only a little before he had to leave. But I think it was better that he flee the city with my mother than rather speak with
Definitely.
me about.
Definitely get her out of the middle of everything,
Yes.
especially after what happened at the building.
Yeah. It turns out he apparently joined the police force several months ago for the explicit purpose of keeping track of when of me. There's a whole thing.
Now, that's kind of a nice change of pace. Sorry, that was bitchy. Um, do you do you know what happened to my brother?
He's here somewhere. I haven't seen him we brought him into the theater. He left. He said he would be nearby, but I haven't seen him over the last day. Um,
All right. Do you know anybody who would know?
his eyes wander over to the lady with the multicolored hair.
Right, right. I suppose I should go back. Oh, I gotta tell you some stuff later.
We should have dinner.
We should.
Yes.
All right. I'll see you then.
Okay.
And she'll kind of squeeze, she reaches down and squeezes his hand and turns and walks back up. I have a question for you.
Broadcast department.
Thank you. And I'll go back down and wait for Rivulet and Furlos.
Fair enough.
And is Essequa with them, or is she off doing her own thing?
I'm assuming she's off on. She's probably doing her own thing with Soren at the same
Yeah.
time you guys are doing this
Perfection. Okay.
to some
Then I
degree.
will go wait for them.
Just before we arrive, like just before we enter the theater, Riv, I'll stop you and put down my hammer and kind of reach into a back pocket
Mhm.
and pull out a small figurine. It looks like a little whale, and say, I think it might be worth just giving this a try. And maybe just having this on a lot of the time.
What's the length of time that free will lasts?
10 minutes. So,
Out
so
of
Fairlow's,
character, real quick.
yeah.
I'd like to pitch you on possibly making this a circle spell to lengthen the time.
Interesting. I haven't, I read up on circle spells, but I don't have all of the information. I don't have it at the tip of my fingers. Let me pull that up real quick.
Could be a fun to introduce this to the game, I think.
Yeah. Let me pull up Forgotten
Circle
Realms.
magic. I'm also pulling it up to just double check here.
Here's a favorite.
We want to go with prolong, When you cast a spell that has a duration of 1 minute or longer, you can increase the duration of the spell depending on the number of secondary casters contributing to the spell, as detailed in the table below. Each secondary caster contributing must expend a spell slot. Doesn't say of the level of the spell, just a spell slot. If the spell fails, these slots aren't extended. So 1 to 3 secondary casters would add an hour. So just one extra caster would make it an hour-long spell.
Okay,
And you'd only
that's
have to
worthwhile.
you'd only have to spend a first level spell slot, which would be
Well,
very
and
nice.
if I use a pact slot,
Yeah, packs. Yeah,
I get-
warlocks are really, really
sh-
good with
short
circle
rests.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I help. I can
That is-
finally help. I
that
do
is
something
delightful.
useful.
Listen, you help in a lot of ways. Okay, so then I guess before we even leave the library, Fairless would have this conversation. Do I have to then you can just spell slot? If the spell fails.
That's involved in like if you get counterspelled or something like that.
Oh, okay. All right. I was about to say, is there like a thing you have to do? When you cast a spell that creates an area of effect, you can carve out a safe zone. Oh, that's for other things.
That's other stuff. Yeah, we're looking at
Okay, cool.
prolong, which will just
Sorry, I read over all of that
Yeah,
like
there's a lot.
a week or so ago, and then this is literally the first time I'm gonna have a chance to use it. So yes, before we leave, I'll pull out the whale. I'll explain. Yeah, but so I learned how to do that spell that is the same thing that was cast on the bar, and I figure it'd be good to have it on often. I can't have it on all the time because I can't have it on all the time, but I would be interested in wandering around, especially here, and seeing if I can make sure that anybody who's been affected by that magic, maybe I can help break that. Can I get your help with that?
Absolutely.
And yeah, I will it's an action to cast. So I think with your help, so Fairlos has placed her giant hammer down in front of her and then put the tiny little figurine of the whale on top of the haft of the hammer and then taken a hold of the haft. And so if you're going to help, she's going to indicate that you also grab the haft.
I will do so.
And the two of us together will cast Free Will.
Cool.
And you'll see the little whale figurine will just kind of rattle on top of the haft for a second. It's almost as though a little bit of the blowhole on top will spout just a tiny little bit of ethereal water, which will then run down the haft and down the hammer and sploosh out in a 15-foot radius, a 15-foot emanation, sorry. That then technically disappears, but if you really pay attention, you'll see it still kind of around me the whole time as I take the little figurine and put it back in my pocket and heft the hammer. And yeah, for the next hour, within the aura, creatures are immune to charm effects created by creatures of CR2 or lower, or by spells of second level or lower. Charmed creatures inside the radius may make one new saving throw to resist the effect. Creature may only make the saving throw once per casting of the spell. And I have I've done it at the base level, so second level. So I can, for everybody's sake, and I'll explain this in character somehow to Riv, if I ever cast it at a higher level, it affects higher CR spells and emanations and stuff. So
nice. I am still working on the exact wording a little bit here.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with just forgetting the spells of second level or lower and just make it CR times the spell level. I'm sorry, twice the spell level. So
will you put the details of what this does in chat?
Yeah.
Or maybe next time, because I think it's going to be more relevant.
Yeah.
Later.
With I put the link into chat, but
cool.
yes, with the caveats that there is still some
fine tuning that I'm working on.
Yeah, some fine tuning, but the basics being, if we run across somebody who has been affected by TV propaganda that hopefully they will be able to make the save and succeed this time.
That reminds me.
Mhm.
Just want to double check. Peggy Lee was not affected by the spell, correct?
I did not appear to be, no.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen anybody.
In the theater, in the university,
Mhm.
these people tend to mostly not be affected at all, no.
Okay. I just wanted to, I thought I had asked previously. I wanted to double check just to be sure.
Now, the interesting thing about this isn't specific to that charm effect.
Mhm.
It's not,
So
yeah.
if there are other charm effects going on, and it keeps us immune as well, as long as you're within 15 feet of me.
That is so there's a very interesting problem here.
Yes.
This involves Essequist stuff. So we're just going to keep this in mind for next week. Soren is definitely under a charm effect.
I was kind of wondering about that, actually.
Soren is
That was one
definitely
of the-
under a charm effect.
Have I been around him?
It's not the spell from the TV. It's not the propaganda spell.
No, I know, because I have counter charm.
I mean,
So he
yes,
He
but
would get another save.
Well, but
with
here's
advantage.
the situation, Katie. Latia botched her
no.
yeah.
perception on whether or not he's
Yeah, so none
No,
of us
that's
know.
why I asked if
he's just really out of it for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
That's
So
why I
no
asked
one's
if I had
officially
seen him since I can
picked
see.
up. Well, but you
Uh,
didn't know him.
We're gonna
right?
say that, yeah, you haven't.
Previously?
No one's at no point has anyone brought this up to you or anything like that.
Okay.
I will say we'll just keep that in mind for next week and say that that Soren just never
haven't met
enters
him.
into this particular emanations
Yeah.
range for the moment.
Yeah, and that's fine. And Fairlos wouldn't know this either. This is the more general. She literally is turning it on just in case we happen to come across somebody who is either affected by the thing or something else. So
Several of the other actors have also come under the charm effect. What has happened is Crescenza did some acting, and several people accidentally fell under her charm effect without her even realizing that it has happened.
That's funny. Okay.
So I'm going to give a couple of people some saving throws.
Yeah.
I have no regrets.
That's a failure. That's
I
a
would know
success.
nothing about that if it's not the broadcast charm.
TV.
Yeah, I would otherwise I wouldn't say anything, but it just specifically she totally botched it. So it was a
So
moment
sad.
of like, do I pick anything up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you managed to uncharm about 4 people just walking through the theater department.
Nice.
I imagine at some point Crescenza just gives me a dirty look, and
No,
for a
because she
moment
doesn't.
I have no idea why, and then I kind of figure it out, and then I just grin.
She doesn't know they're charmed though.
She actually does not either know, or maybe she doesn't care, but she
Oh.
doesn't know.
Yeah.
That they're charmed. It's just a natural thing that happens when she performs in front of people.
Oh damn!
She's just that good.
It's very similar to like enthralling performance, actually,
Mhm.
for a bard.
She's captivating, one might say.
Except it's
That's
it's something that
funny.
happens automatically. She is so
Ugh.
good and so
That's
charismatic.
funny.
Got it. Okay. Dang.
Anyway, all that aside, we show up.
Yes.
Have any luck?
Yes.
More than luck. Riv doesn't need luck. She just needs a librarian who's willing to run around and get
Also-
books for her.
How am I doing library research again? Why am I that person again?
She doesn't need luck. She has skill.
She doesn't need luck. She has books.
Yeah.
Right.
Except Asuqua's books in this game. It's
Mm,
not me.
yeah.
Listen,
it's
we're all
generally Asuqua.
We're all students.
It's true.
I'm also
We're
books.
all
I'm just a different
students.
kind of book. So
I am a student of life.
Yeah, I feel like Tallulah's the one that's probably like, I don't know where the library is.
Yeah,
You go to
no.
the library.
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
I go
for
to the
sure.
school of hard knocks.
You knew all the people on the beach down at the at the
Did.
school, so
yeah, that's fair.
But
I'm the
yeah,
bad kid.
You do meet Tallulah sort of walking in your general direction. She's still in the backstage area, but it looks like she's about ready to leave, so you kind of catch her at the right time.
Okay, good luck then. I found out where Quarry is waiting.
Uh, Lamaya?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry, I
okay.
wasn't sure if we were being secretive.
Well, we were going to need to ask people where he was, so I hope we didn't need to be secretive.
I asked Michelle and then walked up to Crescenda and she told me. Didn't even have to ask. Go figure.
Okay, where is he?
Broadcast department. So I will get Michelle and have him lead us there. I think. Does that
Sounds
work?
like a plan.
All right. Are you okay with discussing what you found in front of him? No? All right. Then let me just
Ac-
ask him where it is.
Why don't you ask him where it is, and then yeah, we'll have a talk, and then you can
Mhm.
decide whether that's something we want to discuss in front of others.
I definitely have some things I need to talk to you about with privacy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll be right back. I go ask.
Let's just quickly. It's not very hard.
Yeah.
He's gonna give you directions. It's literally like right next door to this building.
Okay. Well, that's easy.
Yeah,
Then
there's actually a covered not tunnel, but like above ground sort of area. You
Oh,
just go
yeah,
straight
like
home.
a awning covered walkway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I will go back up to secondhand souls and say, all right, well, it's next door.
Excellent. We will
Let's
walk
head out.
slow enough to have this discussion before we enter the broadcast department.
Yes. And once we're out of the theater area, what'd you learn?
So the locket she wears is uniquely Brescian. It's a uniquely Brescian item.
All right.
Historically, they were created as a tool. And I sort of, well, recap.
Okay. So she's definitely got someone pulling her strings then. I get a weird read off her. I'm not entirely sure she's maliciously engaged in this. Something is distracting her. She's got something going on beyond what I would expect from someone who's loyal out of choice. Does that make sense?
Well, if this kind of object lends itself to the idea that there could be people who are wearing it who are being coerced in some way. That being said, if we thought that there was somebody in this group who was a plant.
Mm-hmm. It's her.
So considering everything that has happened so far, I do not want to give benefit of the doubt just because this object offers a sympathy to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very possible that she does have other ulterior motives besides being a mole, but that does not necessarily mean they are good.
No, and it doesn't change the fact that she can't be relied on or trusted or spoken around. I just there are a lot of people right now who I don't think have. There are a lot of people being manipulated right now, and I don't think it's all magical. That it can't be. I don't know why I've just got this gut feeling that someone or something that's important to her is being held over her to do this.
Don't forget, not all power is magical.
Exactly. I'm maybe I'm, oh, what do you call it, where you're putting thing no, where you put your own problems onto someone else.
Projecting.
Projecting, yes. Thank you. Maybe I'm projecting, but I almost wonder if someone who's important to her is being held, and her doing this is a condition of their safety or release or something.
Would make sense.
Well, either way, what do we do about it? We do need to do something about it. She can't just.
She wants to go to the protest tomorrow. I'm wondering if maybe there's some way to get through to her that there are better options than assisting in what's happening. Or finding out exactly what's going on with her. Maybe we can help her too.
It's possible, but I think we need to be prepared in the same way that we were prepared with that Hand of the Queen that is now sitting below the stage.
The stage. Yeah.
Mm.
We're not in the theater.
I know, it's just him.
Oh, okay, that's just him. Ooh, the ghost is acting up again.
Mm-hmm.
Any good theater's haunted.
It's true.
Also, if she's keen on going to that protest, I think it is only safe for us to assume the worst of her intentions, whether they are coerced or not.
Oh, agreed.
So
I
think
didn't get an impression that she was trying to set me up, but she's got an ulterior motive. I don't know what that is. I just know there's something more going on below the surface there. And I do not trust her behind me at any point in time.
we should definitely inform others. I trust you to know who to inform and how to spread that information. But that was why at first I didn't want just anyone walking along with us. We have to be careful about how we tell people.
I trust Michelle with my life. There is no question in my mind that he is true to his word.
Oh, I don't think it's about loyalty or truth at this point. I think the people that you trust are trustworthy. I think at this point it's about people making rash decisions about those that have probably gotten friends and family of theirs potentially killed.
That's part of why I trust him. His mom is safe, his dad is safe. Those are the two things that I would, well, his dad obviously recently got on the list, but those would be two of his main pressure points. So with them gone and safe, he is safe to be the person I know him to be.
Well, let's talk to Christophe Lemaire and get our discussion done, and then we'll go back on over to the theater department and start to make whatever plans we need to make with whoever about Peggy Lynn. What was it we were talking to Christophe about?
We need to get an idea of where this book is in the castle.
Right.
Talk to him about how to get in and get to it and get access. Find out if he is still in good standing with his family or if they know what he's been up to. Well, with our family. That's weird.
So you guys arrive at the broadcast department. Doesn't take long to be directed to the area that Lemaire is in. And you go inside And you guys are gonna come in. Gosh, you guys are gonna come into this room in the bottom, the bottom left-hand side. Let me put your tokens down before I move you on the map.
Oh, this gives me concerns.
Also, there's part of me that wonders if free will is going to work on a bunch of broadcast equipment.
Mm.
I don't think it does, but the thought was there. Whoop. Oh, hey, it's Johnny
that's cool.
Jubilee.
Johnny. Oh, that's another person we can probably tell.
And a woman turns around as you guys come in
Oh,
Mhm.
geez.
and says, "We're about to go live. Come on, get out of here."
No. Is let me look. Is he in here? Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is. He's behind the
a-
desk, standing up, ready to
we've-
be. Fine. What? Yeah. Fine. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Runs over.
What are you doing?
Fuck do you think? I was about to. Okay, I figured out. So, the propaganda broadcasts,
Yeah.
they're keyed into our lineage. Like the Empress is the one who runs them, right? So I
Right.
figured I could break in and send my own broadcast out to sort of like counter programming sort of stuff.
Do you know how to do that?
I mean, the guys behind in the room, they know how to do that. I'm just sort of like the focal point of this.
Mm.
of
Yeah, the
magic.
conduit.
Yeah.
I see. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?
I don't know. I want to talk about. I don't know. I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. But you guys have to go. It's supposed to be quiet in here.
Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
Are you still in good standing with family?
No.
Okay.
If he wasn't before, he's
I mean,
about to not be now.
Certainly.
He says no, but he's definitely holding something back when he says it.
See, I have trouble trusting you because of moments like this.
What do you mean?
What aren't you saying?
That's what?
What aren't you saying?
What do you mean? What am I not saying?
There's something behind what you just said. I'm an excellent read.
That's crazy.
No, it's really not. So you can either tell me, or we'll do it the hard way.
What's the hard way?
You don't want to find out. I'm listening.
He tries to run past you out the door.
I grab his the collar of his shirt.
Like out the door?
Yeah, the door behind you that you guys still have open.
Oh, yeah, he's got to get past me. That ain't happening.
Yeah, I feel like I grab the collar of his shirt and then start to stumble after him because I'm weak. And
That's
then Furlos comes in.
I think
Yeah.
that's fair. If Furlish, you'd like to make a grapple.
Sure.
And if that still doesn't work, I'll have a Stonky teleport him right back into where he was.
I love this so
So,
much.
You know, if push comes to failed shove,
Yeah. So athletics?
I think isn't grapple you make the attack, like an actual attack.
I think it's an athletics check.
Yeah, and then I think he can do an opposed athletics or an
Athletics or
acrobatics
acrobatics,
to
yeah.
try
Fucking
to
grapple rules.
24.
They're hard to get a hold of.
All right, let's see how he does.
okay.
Outside of a natural 20, his bonus isn't enough to actually beat you here,
Well,
but let's
You
see.
might. You never know.
No.
So the flavor of this is less full on bear hug grapple and more Fairless is at the back of this group And as he tries to run by, Fairlos just lets herself take up all the space. And I think he just runs into her. And she just looks down
Like
and
a
says,
brick wall.
basically,
A wall of tabaxi.
a
Wall of
giant brick. Like, she doesn't even move the hammer. She lets him bump into her and the giant pauldrons and the big armor and everything, and looks down and says, will you just answer her and give her all the information? We need to find out details about where the book is and a couple other things, and then you can go do your broadcast.
But first, I want to know what you're hiding.
I'm not hiding anything.
Bullshit.
Then why are you trying to run past and through me?
I needed to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no.
Can either of y'all detect magic?
I don't think I took that today because we usually have Essequa with us. I can
yeah.
detect bullshit. Would you like me to detect bullshit?
Oh, I've already got that covered.
And she looks at you and says, no, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. All right, if you want to try it, go ahead. Would y'all pardon us for just a moment? We need the room.
There's just
Oh.
so there's a second room to the south that's actually closed in.
Oh,
With
okay.
all the other people in it, but the lady that told you to be quiet sort of like meekly retreats into the control room.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of this guy's way. I've got him by the proverbial collar. If Johnny Jubilee is here, like if he's really right there, I think there's a moment where I just kind of look
He's
over.
in that room. So that's a
that's
enclosed room. You can see if you can see the walls, there's a door in the bottom left-hand side.
Okay. So yeah, I don't move. I don't let him move. We let a couple people leave, and then I'll just kind of pick up the hammer and let it drop with a big thud, and then the 15-foot radius of my free will be joined by a 15-foot radius sphere that as my zone of truth is going to go off. And so everybody within 15 feet of me must make a charisma saving throw, DC 15.
Let's see if I can make that.
Well, we're about to find
Yep,
out.
I'm good. 21.
DC 15.
DC 15.
These dice look so much better, and it works so much better on the computer that's within their at last.
Kristoff makes the save.
However many years.
Tallulah fails.
The Lula fails.
But Tallulah does know. So I know who succeeded and failed, and Tallulah does know she can just step out of the circle.
Oh yeah, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Do I know that it took effect?
Well,
You
so
do know. Zone of Truth does say that the
Yes.
person knows.
On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie. You know whether a creature succeeds or failed. An affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions to which they would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive, yet must be truthful. But it sounds like he succeeded.
Yeah. he
So
succeeded.
I'll look at you, Tallulah, and just go,
Right. I cast Detect Thoughts.
Ah.
And let's see. Boop. There we go.
All right. 1 moment. 1d20. What's your spell save DC?
For charisma? Oh, for the spell. Yeah, I'm pretty.
I know you haven't dived yet, but I know you're about to. So
Yeah. Let me find it again. Oh, there it was. Detect Thoughts.
You're pretty unsmart. We're gonna catch you on that and make you.
Yes.
saying
Someday
it
I'm
that
going to
way.
remember to finish it properly.
I tried.
My save is he needs a wisdom of 15.
he made it. But you hear
Alex.
the server's thoughts are, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
Kristoff, what's
God?
going on? Why are you so scared?
I just I can't say. If I say that, it's gonna be bad.
Why? Is there a gaze or a charm or something on you?
I betrayed the rebellion.
Oh,
Yeah, I told them what was going on at the safe house at the bar.
do they know that we're here?
I don't know, because they tried to have me killed.
Why? If you're feeding them information, why would they want you dead?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so scared.
Insight. Is he telling the truth?
Go and roll your insight.
May I also
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
be in on
I mean,
this?
he is whispering so that, but it's to a level that the rest of you can probably still hear it. He just doesn't want
Right.
anyone
21.
else outside of.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. He seems like he's really fucking scared, and it seems he turned in his friends, and then when they came to arrest his friends, they got him too.
So the more important question here is, have you learned your lesson?
Maybe.
What kind of dumbass answer is that? You could at least try to snow us.
You keep.
How have you survived this long?
A lot of money and
Apparently privilege is a nice thing.
So here's the thing. It's time for you to make a decision.
uh-huh.
This is a binary choice. It's one thing or the other, and you can't go back and forth.
It's not about you
honest.
anymore.
Either you're with them or you're with us. And
Well, I mean, they tried to kill me, so I'm definitely not with them.
okay. And
Uh.
you can't decide to go back and help at this point. That's
Yeah.
not how this is going to work, because one, they're going to try and kill you again, regardless of loyalty, because that's how these things work if you open a history book. And two, we don't have that much time. And so we're going to have to move fast.
Okay.
Okay?
Why
ahead,
were
Fred.
you gonna betray them in the first place?
What do you mean?
You said that they arrested you after you contacted them and gave them this information.
Yeah.
Well, so why?
As
Why?
always
Why?
works, though.
Why? What made you decide to be?
I got taught. Okay, things are getting real, man. And like, I thought this was just going to be kind of a fun little aside or something, and then, but it's not.
You got in over your head. Can you grow up? Can we count on you here?
Oh, now you're sounding like mom.
Oh, don't you dare! I smack him on the side of the head.
Ow.
Yeah, I get to do that because I'm your sister. Now, can we count on you to help us? Or would it be best if we all just forget your face?
Probably the second one. I'd
Then
like
you
to say
shouldn't
that.
be going on a broadcast.
You're not. He's
putting it
not.
out there to everyone.
I thought that would be fun too.
No.
What is it that you want?
This isn't fun.
I don't know.
What are you trying to achieve here?
Rule.
And rolling forward your 21 insight, he has not considered that question not once in his life. He just does things.
Well, he needs to make a decision.
Look. I would really, really like to have at least one sibling who does the right thing, who actually gives a damn
Wait.
about what happens.
Hang on. And I just kind of stop everyone and I go, if it's just about having lineage to Lula, you can just as easily break through. Why are we even worrying about what he's gonna do?
I guess
Well,
that's a good point.
it is a good point, but for the moment, we're still trying to keep her under wraps.
Right, but what I'm saying is we cancel this broadcast, but when it's time, if that
You'd be
breaks
the-
through,
Right.
I'm gonna go take a nap.
No, you're not.
no, you're not.
You're going to climb in this bag. And I
What?
No,
hold
no,
out
no,
the
no, no, no.
bag.
Hold on, hold on.
No,
Oh.
not the bag.
No,
I put it
Go-
away.
hold on.
Start storing people under the stage. Just
You were
Just going to pile them in there like a clown car.
you were gonna do this broadcast to see if you could break through and do your own broadcast, which I think is a very good idea. And what stymied you is you just didn't know what you were gonna say, right?
well, I was just gonna say what came to mind. Also, I think it's gonna happen in like a couple minutes regardless. Like we had like a brief window.
Okay. So what you need, very briefly and very quickly, is a speechwriter, so that you can go up there and know that you're gonna say something that's gonna be really cool.
If only
you
your
read-
sister.
I can put something together for you, but you have to do it word for word, or so help me, I will launch into the frame and beat you within an inch of your life.
Whoa, let's hold off
I
on
would
the
like
violence.
all three of you to make an insight check real quick.
Okay.
Sure.
Not a great insight.
17.
16.
Can I throw a guidance on that for
Sure.
myself?
I was gonna say Tallulah, Tallulah circumstantial advantage. Roll a second time.
Oh, okay. This was what, insight?
Yeah.
Same thing. Oh no,
Roughly
16.
the same thing. So a 17, which is the highest anyone has rolled, is enough for you to and Furloughs, you can definitely intuit this with your passive insight of 17. This guy is an unpredictable fucker. You put him in front of those cameras right now, he has about, you have no idea what he's going to say or do, regardless of how much you threaten him, no matter what you're going to do. He's still eyeballing the door behind you.
Furloughs, I think Rivulet's right.
In
And I
whi-
think my gut has been right.
in-
I think we change the plan. I think it's time. It'll make staying out of sight a little trickier.
it's a lot trickier. I mean, or we just canceled the broadcast. There's no reason this has to happen
What
now.
if?
What
And
if?
this is just throwing out an idea. What if we use the broadcast as an opportunity to promote the play? Get more eyes on the play.
That's not.
But
I want
hear
to
me
do
out.
this.
Hear
I
me
wanna
out.
do
If
this.
if you do this and you say come see me in person at this event, wouldn't that theoretically attract a lot of people to said event?
In addition to whatever else you'd want to say. Yeah,
I
get
mean,
what
if
you
they
mean.
know who I am,
And I'm gonna leave the rest of that open with the implication of
I think
because the
I
more
can work
eyes we
with
can
that.
draw away from things
we're
we need to be doing, the
Mhm.
better. And if it's like, oh hey, surprise guest, person who you didn't know was here, who's here,
And also a real ghost.
and also a real ghost.
and featuring.
With everything that's going on, I think rallying people is the thing to do. I think trying to break this control is the thing to do. Could we try your
So-
spell through this broadcast? I mean, you know the working of the spell, right, Furloughs?
Oh,
I've
shit.
got- I've got it going right now.
Before and
what?
before we get to the oh shit point with the thing, can I just we need to find out from Christoph where the book is. That's got to happen before we
Yes.
sideline him from
Yeah.
everything else. So let's do that before we move forward with any further plan, because we got to
Right.
get that out of him.
Yes.
And what,
Just putting it.
What was the oh shit?
yeah.
Well, it's that I had forgotten that you had the ability to cast free will through this broadcast.
Yeah.
That's all. I think
Okay.
that's an interesting. That's going to be an interesting interaction that I had not previously considered until just now.
I'll give you one chance.
Johnny is going to pop his head out. Listen, we got like 30 seconds, 45 at most. Do you need me to grab that guy?
I need you to grab that guy, and I need you to tell me, where do you need me if I'm going to cast a spell through this broadcast?
I mean, if you're going to cast it through the broadcast, probably, I would think right behind the camera.
Then that's where I'm going. And I will hand off Christoph to Johnny Jubilee and go behind.
It's going to take him inside the control room and sit on him. Not literally, but
I'm going to go front and center camera, assuming that that's the one. And
Hope he brought a blanket. 'cause
Wait, in front or behind?
control booths are
yeah,
freezing.
behind the camera, like
Okay.
like I'm about to be the camera person,
Got
but
it.
all I'm gonna do is get ready to cast a spell, and then just for
Do you need a
hilarities-
boost on that spell?
that's a good point.
Oh yeah.
I don't. Well, what boosts are available? Because
There
the
are
boost
other
of the,
boosts.
Me giving you spell slots. Yeah.
There's other
Well, oh,
boosts
yeah,
besides
There's
There's
other
other
boosts
boosts,
because
that's
the
right.
length won't help.
Oh,
But let's see
that's
what other
right,
boosts
okay.
there are. Because the
Here, I've
length
got it.
is yeah.
So you've got
augment or higher
distribute.
range.
So yeah. Range
I think the broadcast will take care of
Concentration.
range.
Mm-hmm.
expand is also area of effect.
I would say I'm
Prolongs duration.
going to quickly say that
Not need.
looking at all of these, I think either expand or augment would be your best bet. I'd say, let's see here, increase range by 1,000 feet per secondary caster, and then increase every effect into dimensions of the spell. All right, so that's the important one. It would be expand. If you guys cast expand, if you guys use the expand for this spell in particular, in this way, focus through this equipment, I'll consider it cast at 9th level.
Then that's the one I want to do, because I was already gonna drop. I was already gonna cast it at 4th level at the very least.
Yeah, because upcasting this free will spell has additional effects.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you need from me on this then?
I just need you to drop a. Well, okay. So if we're
level.
doing,
How many spell slots do you need?
guess was each secondary
One.
caster contributes to the spell must expend a spell slot if the spell. Okay.
That's it. Just one level 1 spell
Or
slot.
just one? Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So if I cast it at 4th and you give me one, we'll get it at 9th.
Yeah, I'll say you do need to cast
It's
it
the
at your
best
highest
use of
possible
one
level.
single packed
Yep.
first level spell slot it's in the history of spells
Ever.
Listen, I'll
ever.
take it.
You're taking a 4th level up to a 9th level by doing that.
With a short rest.
Because I like the circle.
regenerative-
I want us to be using more circle magic anyway.
It's
So
like
this
a
is
little
great.
teeny
Yeah.
shock, and it just goes boom. It's very cool.
So I will stop concentrating on the one I currently have, because I will be concentrating on the one that's about to go through the broadcast. The hilarious thing, just because I find it funny every single time, Zone of Truth is not concentration, and it stays in that spot for 10 minutes. So
People having
anytime anyone
conversations,
walks
walk
through
through.
there, they need to make the save. And so constantly for the next 10 minutes, anytime someone walks through, Fairless gets a ping, whether
Which
someone
in a radio TV facility is gonna be hilarious.
Oh my
I
god.
find it funny. We don't have to play it out. I just needed to say
I
it 'cause
just
find
want a
it
full
funny.
episode of the conversations that switch to Zone of Truth in a radio TV facility.
Mhm.
Just for
Yeah.
a day. But
Yes.
But anyway,
'cause,
that is so yeah.
oh my
she'll take-
gosh, you're so wonderful. I love you so much. I hate your guts. Like I don't know.
I have never heard you do a voice like that, and I
Why are
am
you-
shaken.
Why are you always so quiet near the door? I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Why don't you want to go near the door? So yes, Fairlos will put down the hammer
I just
and
like it here. I just like being here. I don't want to go
Take-
anywhere.
take the handles of the camera and wait for a signal that she doesn't know.
Can we get the
About?
book information, please, before we do anything else? We gotta find out where the book is.
I got it.
Yeah.
Look,
Thank you.
Christoph, I need you to do one thing for me. I need to know how to get to that book.
It's in the throne room.
How do we get to the throne room?
I mean, I could write down. I'll give you directions.
Thank you. And I'm serious. Please do the right thing here, all right?
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah, I will definitely. Yes.
I will hunt you
Insight?
down.
Well,
Tiny
you know
one.
what? But that's okay because Johnny Jubilee is right there, and I trust anyone to make sure that he's gonna tell the truth and write it down. It's Crime Dog Gruff McGruff. He's gonna get it. It's gonna be great.
All right.
Sorry.
we this is actually much longer than I thought we were going to run tonight. Katie.
Yeah.
You're in front of the camera. You're at the desk. What do you got?
I'm gonna nod. Well, I'm gonna wait for them to signal.
The
that-
light comes on.
Okay.
I
I'll
cast the
nod.
spell.
And
Added an
across-
extra.
Sorry. I cross my fingers under the desk. I have worn many names over my life, but my true name is Joni of House Lemaire. I am the firstborn daughter of Empress Sibylle VII and Duke Jamot, eldest twin to the crown princess and rightful heir to the throne. I come to you today because you need to know what has been happening to the people of Brescia at the hands of my mother. And I need to ask for your forgiveness for my part in our plight. I've grown up here in Brescia. I was hidden away under the care of a man that, despite recently finding out my lineage, is my father. We lived in squalor. Only the Duke and my father were aware of my presence here in the city. Like many of you, we struggled to get by on what little we had. Life has not been easy. But I have known unflinching love, loyalty, and support thanks to my father and my friends. And it was these qualities that led me to grow increasingly concerned about the direction of our kingdom years ago. Despite my father's best efforts to keep me on the straight and narrow, I turned to making a name for myself in the underbelly of this city. It was mostly petty crimes against the nobility, but I think it's time. 4 years ago, I was hired, and she kind of casts a glance at her brother. I was hired by a third party to steal the official Brescian signet. This signet. I was obviously successful, but at a cost that has been paid by others. I took this ring and I felt in the core of my being that the third party would likely be more of the exact same. So I took it and I fled to the surface. I thought by taking the signet and fleeing the city that I could stop the tide of oppression and cruelty that I saw taking hold here. Instead, I cleared the way for my mother to seize full control and make unilateral decisions without oversight or check from the council. I realize now that I was a damn fool thinking that I could change things for the better by running. But I fled. And unbeknownst to me, until recently, my father was imprisoned when they realized that it was his child who was to blame for the theft. Like so many others, he's been held in the underdungeons, a dark and bleak place. I don't know if he's among the dead. I hope not, but I've not been able to reach him through sending spells. I could never have imagined that my act of thievery would give rise to the fear and pain that we now know. And I am truly sorry for what I have enabled, regardless of my intentions. And an apology feels so shallow given the gravity of my actions, but for now, it's what I can offer you. But I also promised you more than a confession. The Empress has been using broadcasts to put a spell on our people. Its nature is similar to a very powerful charm effect, but it's been concealed into our media so subtly it's taken effect on many, many people without them knowing. Her messages have been deeply disturbing. Follow me without question. Turn your back on and follow her without question. Turn your back on and kill those who would question her rule, as they are now your enemies. And look to her as your God. You and the people you love have been ruthlessly and consistently subjected to the tactics of a tyrant. And when it comes to the people of Brescia, my mother is a ruthlessly wicked woman who has demonstrated no qualms whatsoever in turning her people against each other, secretly carrying out thousands of executions in her dungeons. She has relentlessly ordered the murders of our family, friends, and neighbors to silence any opposition to her work. So many of our lives have been destroyed to maintain the illusion of righteousness and prevent those of you under her sway from comprehending what is actually taking place. I have to believe that we will not stand by and continue to allow her to override our free will. We cannot allow her to continue making us believe that we are our own worst enemies, or forcing us to believe that the abhorrent abuses she has inflicted on us are somehow going to benefit anyone but her. She only cares for herself, despite what her spells and confident lies will have you believe. It is only her. Look around you. What have you gained since the start of her uncontested rule? What has she done to demonstrate she has your best interests at heart? What and who have you lost without knowing that you've been brainwashed by this woman? Are you someone who can abide the daily kidnappings and murdering of your fellow Brescians? I beg you to ask yourself. Look back 5 years. Would you have stood at anyone's side if they slaughtered people for personal gain? Or would you have stood up, condemned them, and sought to put an end to the brutality? I don't know how I can atone for my part in this, but I need you to know I will never stop trying to do so. It's time that we all wake up and see this situation for what it is and what she has done. It's time to seek justice for those who were taken by her. It's time to seek justice for our loved ones and all those she ordered to be disintegrated in the dungeons. It's time to stand together against the tyranny and the suffering that she is inflicting on us. Empress Sibyl's goal is not our prosperity. It is complete subjugation and eventually godhood. And no, I'm not exaggerating. We deserve far better, Brescia. We deserve to be governed by people who understand what it is to be honorable and fair, regardless of what benefits or consequences it brings to them. It's time to wake up from this nightmarish stupor. Time to reclaim your freedom and choose where you stand without magical manipulations or imperial threats. Those who maintain their power through fear, lies, and threats are not on your side. They do not believe in the truth, the well-being of those they are charged to lead, and nor do they understand the notion of being worthy to hold their position. Look at our kingdom. The Empress has made it abundantly clear that she will not help you. It's my hope that together we can build a Brescia that uplifts all, ruled by people who recognize that authority comes with a duty to protect and support all people. Okay, that about does it for me. For any of you who were able to hear this message, and believe me, the rebellion is ready for you.
Click. The light turns red. Give me one moment. We're going to end our session there, but I want to give, just see what we got here. 16 plus. Yep. Okay.
You didn't get anything about the play, right?
Oh,
Doesn't sound like
wait,
it.
shit.
You were actually,
Can I
you were,
retcon?
well, the thing is, they actually clicked it off. It wasn't on their end in the control room.
Oh.
You guys got cut off.
You got cut off.
Ah.
All right,
You
time to
know-
get the hell out of this building.
Anyway, I just did an extra set of saving throws for everybody in the city who is near a television. It's 16 plus 5 for 21. So you have everyone who will witness that has had their charm effect broken. 100% of them. Through
Good.
a fair amount of teamwork, spell casting, and verbiage there. And that is going to be an interesting consequence that we will explore at in a future session.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'd like to, because we were running super late now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm going to do the credits real quick. Cartography by Shane Peku, Cartography by Shane Peku Sci-Fi, Maps by Luke Stratton, Maps by Eightfold Paper, Music by Tabletop Audio, Character Tokens by Greek46, Custom Tokens by Shane Peku Tokens, Overlay Art by Pack Stream, Custom World Map by frecklesketches, Logo and Character Art by Luke McCay. Thank you to Black Belt Maps. You can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/players and book, all one word. And let's quickly get through everybody.
No,
I
wait.
mean, what?
That's you, Katie. You're next.
Oh, sorry. Hi. Thanks everybody. I am Katie Downey, aka Goblin Katie. Find me on all the socials at Goblin Katie or goblinkatie.com on Blue Sky. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Don't forget to use the Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms code so that you can get free stuff in game. Because what's the best stuff? Free stuff. Big thank you to our producer Billith, who has been absolutely wonderful and taken a huge load off my shoulders. It's amazing what a difference it makes. Billith, you are my hero. And then there was something else. Oh, hey, Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. You can catch me on Play on Words Studios here on Twitch. And I am playing a character named Quinn Copperpaw in a 5th edition sort of clockwork noir setting of D&D. I absolutely love the game. I love the folks. It's a very different feel, and I hope you'll join us. That's it.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban, she, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at lauren-urban.com. Come see me at PAX Unplugged. Come see me on Fridays doing Shadows over Baldur's Gate. Come see me here with these people I love. Bye.
And I am Jen Kretschmer. You can find me at DreamWisp, dreamwisp.bisky.social on Blue Sky, and DreamWispJan on Twitch. Next week on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific on Keith Amon's channel. We are doing a charity event. It is a stream to support our neighbors who are being impacted by raids right now. Please come hang out if you are available and want to support that. It's going to be a great lineup of folks. And yeah, I'll be posting more on that shortly on the interwebs. Yeah.
And with that, I'll remind you, rebellions are built on hope. And we will see you next week. Peace.
Bye.